Welcome back, my friends. After Liverpool have beaten Napoli by 2-0, the result sees us in second place in the group due to Napoli's better head-to-head record against us, but I'm very proud of the lads. We suffered an opening day mauling over in Naples, so to be able to win 5 games on the bounce and safely book our passage into the knockout stages, that's more than enough for me. It probably means a more tricky last 16 tie, but we will deal with that when the draw happens on Monday. I'm going to take you through my thoughts on the game. Of course, I want to know yours in the comment section. Do drop a like on the video, and if you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe button. So look, let's go right back to the start. The team news came out about 6:45, and I started streaming at 7 o'clock, and straight away there were people in the comments who were unhappy with Jurgen Klopp's team selection. Now, I myself was a little unhappy, but not for the same reason as many others. There was a lot of people who wanted Klopp to go as strong as he possibly could today. I wasn't one of those people. If you watched my preview during the week, I said that I would like a very changed side, because for me the priority was Spurs and Southampton before we break for the World Cup. So Klopp kind of went a bit of a halfway house today. Started with Darwin on the bench, started with Elliott on the bench. Konate came back in alongside Virgil van Dijk at the heart of our defence. Trent was at right back, and as you know, Costas at left back. So look, changes were made, but I have to say in the opening 45 minutes, my man of that 45 minutes in a Liverpool perspective was James Milner. I thought he was exceptional in that first half. Well, I say exceptional. Compared to the rest of the Liverpool players, I thought he was our best one. So I hope that Jimmy Milner recovers from the knock that forced him off. I hope we get positive news from Jurgen Klopp on that one. But I have to say, I did not see us winning that game. I didn't see it happening through the first half, but I'm very, very happy that we did. I know on another night, Napoli's goal could have stood. It was very close. You've seen the VAR incident yourself. I mean, this much have gone too early, but I don't care. I don't care, because we got the job done, and that is all that matters. We picked up no new injury concerns. Hopefully that will inspire a little bit of confidence in the lads as well. And one of my favourite things about the game today was that Jurgen Klopp got to bring on Calvin Ramsey, got to bring on young Bajcetic, got to bring on Carvalho at the end as well. So whilst I'm happy about that, and I am, we still can't ignore the elephant in the room, and that we didn't look anywhere near our best today. And on another day, we could very well have lost that game. I know I'm a little bit negative on that, but trust me, I am very, very happy that we got the win today. Another game, Spurs got a 94th minute winner, I believe, Højbjerg for that goal. That's seen them get through to the Champions League knockout stages as well. Very difficult evening for them over in Marseille, so well done to Antonio Conte's side. But I want to know what you think about this game tonight. Salah, for me, is far better when we get him involved centrally. In the second half, when the game opened up a bit, I know we were still playing off the right, but he looked better to me when he moved towards the centre. He got more involved, had more opportunities on goal in that final 20 minutes or so than... Actually, do you know what? Maybe he did move centrally after Bobby Firmino went off and Darwin went out to the left. But I just think we looked so much more of an attacking threat with Darwin on. Salah, there was one bit of play actually that really stood out to me, and I'm sure you guys know the phase I'm speaking about. There was a ball that was played long, and Mohamed Salah drops a bit deep. He plays a beautiful sweeping pass into the left channel to Darwin and spins and runs directly towards the Napoli goal. Darwin goes into the left channel, plays a beauty of a ball across the 6-yard box, and only for an excellent piece of defending from Napoli, that could and very well probably should have been another goal for us. But you know what, I'm taking it, because that link-up play is what I've been looking to see, and I hope we get more of that. From a negative perspective, Trent was absolutely skinned time and time again today by the Georgian Messi, I can't pronounce his name, for Napoli, and that's worrying. That is worrying, because some of them was far too easy. I mean, he was too close. Your man just left him for dust. So there are questions to be asked, and Virgil van Dijk as well was nowhere near his best today. But that being said, if we're going to have iffy games, I'm glad we get a win at the end of it, because that's the most important thing. We have a huge game coming up on Sunday against Spurs, and Spurs have travelled over to Marseille tonight, and they have had to put in one hell of a shift to get a result. So I'm hoping that that is that means that we're going to see a leggy Spurs maybe at the weekend. I know it's Sunday, so there's still quite a bit of time to recover, but Liverpool today got to rest up a lot of their lads, and a lot of our boys, I should say, and won't have put in the same exertion that Spurs have. I don't know if you've been paying much attention to Spurs this season, but Antonio Conte hasn't rotated all that much, so there's a lot of minutes in those Spurs players' legs, Add into that the fact that I think Son went off with a serious head injury tonight, or a head collision. I sincerely wish Son a speedy recovery. I'm not sure if he'll be available for the game against us or not at the weekend, but that aside, I do wish him a speedy recovery. I'm smiling, but I really shouldn't be, because it wasn't a great performance. And I know, people are going to say to me, Craig, you're being negative, but you look at that first hour and tell me that you were happy with that from Liverpool, because if one team looked like it was going to win that game tonight and looked sharper and looked like they knew their jobs and looked fresher, it was Napoli. They're going to be a team that nobody's going to want to draw in the knockout stages. I still don't think they'll go that deep, because I do think there are some vulnerabilities in there that can be exposed. But for us today, just great to get the win. Just great to get the win. We couldn't afford, for morale purposes, to come off with another defeat after losing to Leeds at the weekend. And follow that up with the shambolic loss to Forest the week before that as well. It's just great to get the win. And I hope that everybody takes a bit of confidence from this. And do you know what? One thing I do want to mention was the atmosphere inside Anfield, which was shambolic today. Until we start going ahead, I don't know, and I don't want to label blame, and I don't want to point it to any specific section, but I just wish that those who are lucky enough to go to the games would get behind the lads. I know sometimes it's hard. I know sometimes there isn't much to cheer about, but it can be something as simple as getting up behind a crunching tackle or a referee decision that goes against us, and you can see the players on the pitch feed off that from the crowd. Liverpool are at their best when the crowd and the players are in unison and we just strike fear into opposition hearts. That hasn't been the case for a good bit this season, and I hope to those people who are lucky enough to get to games that we can be part of Liverpool turning this around, and that you guys can continue to be vocal, to be loud, and to get behind the lads, because they need it. They need Liverpool supporters more than ever, because it's not been a great start. I fully agree with Kloppo. We'll be a much better team after the World Cup, but we have 2 huge league games to come up, and I hope we can pick up 6 points, but it's going to be difficult on Sunday against Spurs. That being said, we're through. That's what it was all about. You know, think back, cast your minds back to that opening day defeat to Napoli. A lot of us were left scratching our heads and wondering, had we maybe underestimated our opponents in this Champions League group? Well, thankfully, Kloppo's men, come hell or high water, have put 5 wins on the trot together. I want to know who you think was man of the match today as well. Let me know in the comment section. For me, if Milner had stayed on the pitch, I'd probably be going with Milner. But because of his very impressive second half, I'm going to go for Mohamed Salah. Delighted to see him get a goal as well. Although Van Dijk will feel really unlucky that he didn't get credited with 1 goal tonight, because he had 2 headers that were both just about parried over or from behind the line by the keeper. Darwin got on the end of one, Salah got on the end of the other. We did have a long wait to find out if Darwin's goal was going to stand or not. I did think it was going to be ruled out initially, but then I looked at Zielinski's left leg and I thought, oh, maybe, just maybe. After a long wait, the ref blew the whistle, the goal stood, and we come away with a 2-0 victory. I'll take it. I don't know about you. Let me know in the comment section. I'm off to record my player ratings. I don't know, I have a little bit of a pep in my step after that, even though it wasn't a great performance. It is amazing what a Liverpool win can do for your mood. So look, thank you guys for watching. I look forward to reading your comments. Much love. I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.